if you look at the world 10,000 years ago and you look at the world today, you'll notice that human beings are essentially the same. You take a baby today and you put him into Earth 10,000 years ago, and that baby will grow up learning how to maybe hunt with a spear, make fire, maybe rudimentary farming. But if you take a baby born 10,000 years ago and you put him on Earth today, that baby could grow up to be an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer. You see, the brains are the same. But why are our worlds so different? It's because as we get more connected as a human species, we are building what Tim Urban calls the human colossus. The human colossus is a giant meta-human, which is the collective consciousness and communication and wisdom and knowledge of all of us combined. In other words, we are becoming unified into one giant colossus. And the more we get connected with our smartphones and Facebook and Skype, the stronger this human colossus becomes. I mean, just through this interview, my knowledge is being shared thanks to you with hundreds of thousands of people, helping strengthen that human colossus. So all of us are in fact cells, 7 billion cells in a larger being. But here's the thing, are you a healthy cell or are you a cancer cell? Because many of the outdated algorithms of the world still govern some of these cells. And so back to your question, what are the key ideas people can learn, right? First thing is, it's no longer just about you. Your life is about what can you do to serve the mothership, the human colossus. When you think about life like that, I believe you open yourself up to so many more possibilities. Now, the second thing is, you got to understand that the way the world is constructed, there are algorithms that lead large groups of human beings to function as cancer cells and not healthy cells. Let me give you an example, a straightforward example. I have a friend in Silicon Valley who's a brilliant mind, right? And companies come to him and they ask him, can you help me innovate on this and innovate on that? And a cola company came to him. And the cola company said, hey, we need your help. We are facing a problem. Teenagers are learning to drink water. And so we need your help to figure out how to get our cola to teenagers. So he said, are you freaking kidding me? You want to get teenagers to drink your cola? And they go, yeah. And he goes, but do you know your cola is associated with diabetes? And they go, oh, Well, our scientists who studied it said that it's not necessarily true. There are many different causes for diabetes. There is no hard evidence. And my friend who is a scientist said, actually, there's irrefutable evidence that your drink is unhealthy for the human body. But those people from the cola company kept going, no, they refused to see it. So my friend explained it to me like this. He said, it's interesting to observe the cognitive dissonance, but I can't blame those people. Their jobs, their paychecks, their families, all associated around the identification with this company. You see, their algorithm had been programmed. They were pushing a product that was poisonous to the human colossus. They would justify it. They would say, well, a cola isn't really causing diabetes. In fact, our company was the first company to show a gay couple in an advertising, the first company to show a mixed couple in our advertising. They were justifying other things, using other things to justify the fact that they were basically creating a product that had no social good and was basically doing nothing more than creating shareholder value, but was in essence a product that didn't need to exist. It is a product solely, there's a word for it, a craptastic product. A product where marketing makes it necessary, but it's literally poison. Those are examples where human beings have fallen for companies that have reprogrammed them and turned them into cancer cells.
Right, and there's pockets of this everywhere.
Pockets of this everywhere.
And they can go on for years and years.
So companies can be humanity plus, which means serving the human colossus, or humanity minus, which means making the human colossus sick. We got to check this on ourselves and ask ourselves, what are we doing? And I'm sure you asked it when you decided to leave banking in some way. So the important thing is, it's not about you. I was just reading a book by Neil Donald Walsh, and he says, the greatest thing that you should learn about life is that life is not about you. It's about who you touch, what contribution you make, how you serve. When you get that in your head, your life is going to be so much more glorious, and you get to become the greatest version of yourself. So as you move to world-centric ideals, when you understand that you are a cell in a 7 billion cell human colossus, when you understand that companies can be humanity plus or humanity minus, you open yourself up to truly living life in a way where you are a force for good and you're helping take all of us, and by all I don't just mean the people of the United Kingdom, I mean 7 billion people, forward.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.